In this game, I found a nice puzzle tactic that won me the game. It started off with a Scandinavian e4 and d5. I decided to take, he plays knight f6, I play knight c3. We trade some pieces, and I like to really play this structure where I can put my bishop on d3 and I have a pretty nice strong bishop to aim at the h7 square. However, in this position my opponent played e5, I played knight f3, and after trading these two pieces I was kind of happy to see this position because of course I got rid of my double pawns, which is usually very good for white because that is definitely one of the flaws that I had in the position earlier, which are no longer there. The game kind of continued a little bit, and after a few moves I was able to play c3 and he has to play bishop a5, which is very nice for me because obviously now I have a pretty nice pawns in the center and his bishop is kind of out of play here because it doesn't really have any good scope here. So I kind of like this position. However, after a few moves my opponent found a really nice idea here by taking the bishop on f3, and after taking black back he plays knight xd4, which is a very nice move because I simply can't ignore this. If I go anywhere else he will take my bishop and damage my pawns on the king side, and if I take here he takes a free bishop. So a very nice move by my opponent, and after playing rook d1 the game kind of prolonged a little bit more. I decided to take back one pawn as well. I played queen f3, queen d6, bishop d5, rook b5, and now bishop c4, rook b4 and bishop b3. And in this position, if you have done a lot of puzzles, which you should do, then you are already kind of looking at this through the eyes of a real chess player, which is the fact that my bishop is covering the f7 square, my queen is covering the f7 square. If, for example, my rook would have been on e1, and this queen wouldn't be protecting the f8 rook, I could have sacrificed my queen, and after taking back, his rook would be pinned, and I would be able to deliver a checkmate. A very common pattern that you'll see in a lot of puzzles. So that is exactly what I played for. He decided to take here, I took back, and now I went rook d1, kind of hoping he would go queen b6 instead of queen c5, which is exactly what he did. And now, because he didn't play queen c5, he's no longer protecting the f8 rook, and I could simply checkmate my opponent by playing queen xf7. If you go here, this is checkmate, and if you take, this is just a checkmate in one because you are pinned and there's no way to intervene the check here. Also very important that the pawn on c7 is here, which is a very important detail. And yeah, this is a very nice checkmate. Hopefully you guys liked it, and yeah, see you in the next video. Bye.